What's up, everybody? JT Sports here with my Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2019 NFL record prediction, predicting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers record for the 2019 NFL season week by week. Now, a lot of people are high on Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I am too because of Bruce Arians. We all knew the work that Bruce Arians did with quarterback Carson Palmer. But I think a big thing that a lot of people are overlooking are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. Now I know they suffered a lot of injuries, but they did lose two of their best players on the defense side of the ball, and Gerald McCoy and Quan Alexander. Now I know people are going to use the excuse Gerald McCoy was old and stuff like that. They got in Dominican Sue, but Ndamukong Suh, I mean, even though both of those players are kind of getting old past their primes, Gerald McCoy is still a better player than what Ndamukong Suh is. And also, Quan Alexander is a big loss. They got Devin White, but another big thing is their secondary, man. It looks bad, man. I know they drafted a lot of rookies on the defensive side of the ball, but their secondary, the cornerback position, their secondary does not look good at all. So, I mean, they're basically for them to win games and make it to the playoffs. They're basically going to get into a shootout with every single team that they play. So I mean, it's going to be hard to win games when you're going to have to score over 28 points per game. So I mean, they're basically for Tampa Bay to have success this year, they have to outscore everybody. Even though the Arizona Cardinals defenses when Bruce Arians played were never, world beaters, they were solid. So, Tampa Bay's defenses, I need to see a lot out of Tampa Bay, but I don't think they're going to come out here and be world beaters like everybody else thinks. So, week one, they played the San Francisco 49ers. I have them losing this game. This is going to be a shootout. San Francisco has, very improved on both sides of the ball. They have some receivers now on offense. They also have Kyle Shanahan, who is a very innovative mind in the NFL. So this game is going to be a shootout. I'm going to go with Tampa to lose this game. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a very fun game if you're a fan of watching offenses in the NFL score points back and forth. It's going to be that kind of a game. It's going to be somewhere in the 30s. This is going to be a shootout. Carolina, Tampa, they're going to lose this game. I think San Francisco is the better team. Week two, Thursday night game at Carolina. Carolina secondary has holes of their own as well. Not as big as a hole as Tampa Bay's secondary is, but their secondary has some holes too. So Tampa Bay, this is going to be another high scoring game. I believe that Tampa will lose this game as well since they are going to be playing on the road. They're in the Carolina Panthers. I think Carolina gets the better out of this matchup the first go around. Week three, before I get into my week three prediction versus the New York Giants, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I upload NFL videos and NFL content daily. Also, make sure to share this video on your social media pages or with your friends through whichever way you share videos and stuff with your friends or associates. Make sure to help spread the word about the channel as it helps this channel grow. And also make sure to hit the subscribe button as I upload NFL videos and college football videos daily. So week three, they play the New York Giants. This is a game that can go either way. I think this is a matchup that's going to favor the New York Giants because the New York Giants are a lot better up front than what a lot of people are giving them credit for. That offensive line is very improved. They got Hernandez, they got Kevin Zeitler there. So, they're very improved on the offensive line. The offensive line actually improved in the second half of the season for the New York Giants. This is a game that can go either way, but I think New York is going to be able to win this game, and Tampa Bay takes a loss here because they're going to be able to control the time of possession. They're going to be able to keep the Tampa Bay offense off the field, and that Tampa Bay defense isn't really going to be stopping anybody per se. So New York should be able to win this game because they're going to be able to keep that explosive offense off the field. Week four, they played the LA Rams at Los Angeles. This is another game that's going to be a shootout. This game, in my opinion, could go either way, but I'm going to choose the Los Angeles Rams just because they are the better team. But I wouldn't be surprised if Tampa Bay won this matchup. They could win this matchup because this is going to be another high scoring game. A lot of points are going to be scored there. But I'm going to go with Los Angeles because I think they are the better team, and I think they could at least get a couple of key stops. Week five, they're at New Orleans. This is another game that can go either way. And I'm gonna go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers pulling the upset here. New Orleans has a habit, even though they have a very good secondary on paper. Their secondary normally likes to, allow a lot of big plays and whatnot, and they like getting into shootouts. And this is going to be a very high scoring affair. I think this is one of the games that actually goes in Tampa Bay's way. It is going to be an upset. I don't see New Orleans sweeping Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is going to put up a lot of points. I think Tampa Bay, they're going to upset this New Orleans team, like I said earlier. We've seen so many times Tampa Bay get into a lot of shootouts with high-powered offenses, and this is going to be one of those games that Tampa Bay should be able to have go in their favor. Week 6, they play the Carolina Panthers at London, a neutral site game. Now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man, they're going to be in a tough stretch, man. They have, a lot of good opponents coming up. So this is going to be a very pivotal game for them to win. I think they win it. I don't see them losing this game. Um, you know, this is a divisional matchup. I can't see Carolina Panthers beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers twice. So this is a game that is going to go Tampa Bay's way, in my opinion. Week 7, they get a bye week. Week 8, they're going to be playing the Tennessee Titans at Tennessee. Now, this is a game, could go either way as well because Tampa or Tennessee, I think this is going to be a pretty interesting matchup because I think Tennessee's defense should be able to neutralize the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense. And up to this point in the season, this is the best defense that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have played so far. So this game could go either way. Tennessee is a very scrappy team, but I just don't think, Tennessee has the offense, in my opinion, to, keep up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So this is why I have Tampa Bay winning this game. Week 9, they played the Seattle Seahawks at Seattle. This is another game that could be pretty much high scoring. Have Tampa Bay losing this game here because it's very hard to win in Seattle in a 12th man. And I just don't think Tampa Bay can win this game against Seattle playing on the road in Seattle. Week 10, they play the Arizona Cardinals. Now, this is going to be a very interesting game because both of these offenses have chance to, rack up a lot of points, a lot of yards. I'm going to go with Tampa. Although Arizona has, a little bit better of a defense, I just think Bruce Arians is going to be able to outcoach Cliff Kingsbury, and Temple is at home, so that's another advantage that they have. It's going to be another high scoring game. Like I've been saying, Tampa Bay is going to pretty much have to outscore every single opponent that they play this year if they want to have some success this year. But I think they're going to be able to beat Arizona. I'm not really high on Arizona. I think their offensive line is going to be a big problem that people keep on overlooking. Week 11, they played the New Orleans Saints again. This go around had the New Orleans Saints winning. I would be really, really surprised if Tampa Bay was able to beat the New Orleans Saints 2 times this season. So have New Orleans winning that game. Week 12, they play the Atlanta Falcons at Atlanta. Now, Atlanta is probably one of the most talented teams in all of football as a whole. They have a very complete roster. Tampa Bay, they're going to score a lot of points on the Atlanta Falcons defense, but I just think Atlanta's going to win this game since they are going to be at home and they are the better team. Week 13, they play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, this is a very interesting matchup in my opinion because the Jacksonville Jaguars defense versus that Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense. That's going to be something that I'm going to be interested in watching. I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win this game simply for the fact that the same thing I said about Tennessee. Tennessee's defense is going to be able to keep them in the game for so long, but eventually those offenses are going to have to be able to score some points. I think Nick Foles is an improvement over Blake Bortles, but this is more of a running team. The Jacksonville Jaguars aren't a team that is going to be a team that's going to be averaging or scoring 30 points per game. They want to control the pace, control time of possession, and they're not a team that's really wants to get into any shootouts. So if that game does indeed end up going that way, I think it could end up favoring the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like similar to what we saw with that Kansas City Chiefs game last year for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They weren't able to, keep up with the Kansas City Chiefs offense. I think that's going to end up how this game ends up going. Tampa Bay, if the game does end up going that way, should be able to win this game by 2 possessions or more. Week 14, they play the Indianapolis Colts. I'm gonna get on a loss here. It's going to be pretty tough to stop this Indianapolis Colts offense, and their defense is improved as well with the addition of Justin Houston. So I think Indianapolis is the better team. I just don't think I think Tampa Bay is going to have to be able to get some stops this game, and I don't think they're going to be able to do that, and that's why I have the Indianapolis Colts winning this game. Week 15, they play the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions are very improved. I'm going to go with Tampa to win this game. Detroit's very improved, but I don't think Detroit necessarily has the offense that they want to get into shootouts necessarily. I think they morally want to run the ball a lot more, give the ball to the tight ends, kind of just keep the clock going. They look like more of a possession team. They have the team to get into a shootout with, but I don't necessarily think they want to get into a shootout with Tampa Bay. I don't think they will be able to keep up with Bruce Arians' offense, and that's why I have them winning this game. Week 16, they play the Houston Texans. This is another game that's going to be another shootout because Houston's secondary is, have my concerns about their secondary as well. Devon House didn't really do that well. His first year being the official starting corner, a number two corner. So there's going to be another high scoring affair. I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get the win here and the upset versus the Houston Texans. This game could go either way, but it's going to be high scoring. Week 17, they play the Atlanta Falcons. I have the Atlanta Falcons sweeping Tampa again. I just think the Atlanta Falcons are a better team than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So the record that I have for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is 7-9. I think that's pretty reasonable. I believe Bruce Arians in his first year with Arizona went like 8-8, I believe, or 7-9. So I think he's going to turn around the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, but it's not going to be a drastic turnaround because of their defense. I think their defense is going to have to be a little bit better to, win a couple of those games. And a couple of those games to go either way. They could very well beat the New York Giants. They could pull off that win versus the Seattle Seahawks. But I just think their defense is going to be able to, get enough stops in those games and able to pull off those victories. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below about my prediction for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Also, make sure to check out the other videos that I have on this channel on the end screen coming up. Make sure to like the video and subscribe. And thanks for watching.